I work for 4 companies. I consult for 5 companies. And of those 5, your company is the only one that retains my services as an on-call person to answer a question coming from the field from someone who is afraid. Fear is an enormous motivator. People will argue that it's the most effective motivator. And so if someone has something that goes wrong, and it may have been that they took a product, your product, and that in a time frame that made it look like it may have been related to that, they are fearful that what has happened to them, which was undesirable, might have been the result of your product. You're the only company that retains me to talk with them, completely understand as much as a doctor could. I speak with them usually for an hour and find out what has happened. Why are they afraid? What has gone on? And then to hopefully be able to show them, because I believe firmly that it is the truth, that the taking of the product that you have made is not related to the bad thing that happened. That there are a dozen or more easily and more probable reasons for the unfortunate thing that has happened to them, and that their natural tendency to say, okay, they happen causally, temporarily together, therefore one caused the other. That's a fallacy. And if somebody can be helped to find a real cause or a potential correctable cause for what is going on, and very often I recommend you need to go see your doctor, because people who have this particular problem could have a relatively serious situation medically that needs the doctor to be involved. However, the people who select themselves out of the population to use supplements in preference to medicine have probably had a bad experience with medicine, or they have had a belief imposed upon them, or that they have come up with believing that this is not the best way for me to go. Supplements have advantages and I want to try them. Well, they're right. Supplements are just very much safer, and they may have had some kind of experience. But nonetheless, if you take half or more of the medical resources and say, I'm not going to use them because I had a bad experience, that's not why. And they can be helped to overcome the kinds of fears and problems that do really exist in the practice of medicine by being directed to doctors, for example, who may not have the same attitude, training, or activity of people where they experience bad results.